No, I don't know what happened to my video, but this is solution B, and the next step I'm going to add is the 150 mLs of hydrogen peroxide into there. So that is in there. And then probably mix it up a little bit. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. We'll probably mix it up a little bit. So all the hydrogen peroxide's in there. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to add, the next step is to add about 500 milliliters to this jar. You can't really see it, but this is solution A, and it has the vitamin C and iodine in there. And I am going to pour in 500 of that water. You probably can't see it, but pouring it in. Okay. So in theory, we should have, the two solutions are made, solution A and B. And now the next step is going to involve the mixing equal parts into the jar. I'm going to use this mason jar, and I'm going to pour a little bit of solution A into that jar and solution B into that jar to get our reaction. And then I'm going to actually time it. So add equal amounts to the beaker, and then we're going to time for that color change that we're looking for. And I hope it works. So I'll start with solution A, and I'm going to measure out about 150. And that's about 150 mLs into solution A. And then I'm going to just kind of clean it with a paper towel. And I'm going to measure out about 150 of solution B. So measure that out. Now I'm going to actually pour in solution A first, and then when I over here I have a timer which I will be manipulating, and then when I pour in solution B, I will hopefully see a solution change. But we'll start with A, and then we'll start the timer, and we'll type this in. And I'm going to just do the swirling technique to see if we get that nice blue color that we're looking for. I hope so. This is like, ooh, and it should be, it's like a light purple right now. You can't really tell, but it's like a light purple. So we'll keep going. This is all at room temperature. I'm just keeping it going, and I'm trying to see if I have a lid. I can swirl it a little better with the lid on. So what I understand is that these are competing reactions. One is reducing and one is oxidizing. And the color that forms is a blue iodine starch complex. And it's competing now, and the limiting rate is the vitamin C. So once the vitamin C is consumed, in here, then the color should change, in theory. I don't know how long it takes, but I presume the reaction is going. I'm going to try to do the technique where they pour it from one cup to the other technique. So just don't have, the cups are not as full. I don't really see the color change yet. Again, I may not have done this. The reagents, making the solutions. Oh, we're getting something. Okay, we're getting some color change now, but it's not, it's that green color, so we gotta keep going. So it's more of a blue color. I hope it turns blue. Blue's my favorite color. So it's still green. I'm guessing it's still in transition. That took about, 2 minutes, give or take a couple seconds. I'm going to keep turning. Still kind of like that dark green, not really a blue color yet, but I'm thinking it just needs more time. The other thing is, I think possibly we could heat it up to speed up the rate of the reaction that is going on. Either that or the solutions that I've made, maybe weren't exactly what they were, supposed to be. A lot of human error into the solution making. So that is still going. The clock is at 4 minutes. I'm not sure how long to keep running this until we get that blue. But it is green. It does look like Coca-Cola too. Ooh. So while that is still like kind of percolating, what I'd like to do is show the reactions that are actually happening, because that makes more sense to me. I'm gonna bring you over here to the fridge. I do a lot of work on my fridge. This is actually my instructions how to do solution A and solution B. And then the first reaction that's going on, reaction 1 is a reduction. So I put that here. You have iodine 2 iodine, with vitamin C, and it makes iodide, which is a negative, loses its electrons. But anyway, it's a reduction, and then we create an acid. And you see that I2, iodine, is the color. It gives it that dark color. When it converts to the iodide, then it becomes colorless. Now the next reaction, the competing reaction, is this one. And this is hydrogen peroxide. And it takes the iodide and the acid, and it's oxidizing back into iodine and then some water. So that is the competing reactions. And again, the rate limiting step that is for this equation is vitamin C. And once vitamin C is used up in the system, it no longer is able, when it's done with reaction 1 and competing with reaction 2, we have iodine and iodide make a tri-complex, a tri-iodide complex with the starch. And in theory, it's supposed to be a blue iodine starch complex. In theory. I may or may not have done it exactly right, but I do understand the concept of the reaction. And the clock is still at 6 minutes 45. I don't think I'm going to get the blue, the pretty blue. It's still, actually it looks like Coca-Cola. Actually, it does look like soda. Anyway, it does look like Coca-Cola, and I'll keep doing this to see if it changes. It's definitely less green, more brown. So maybe it just needs more time because it's at room temperature and the reagents are very concentrated. Looks like coffee too. Anyway, that's my reaction for this week. And I appreciate your patience with the videotaping. And Chico, and he says goodnight to all. Chico, say goodnight.